back to the Boston Garden. You see the story. The Boston College Eagles, they're quite serious, gang, about defending their Beanpot title. They lead the Harvard Crimson 4-0 at the end of one. The winner of this game, of course, goes on to face the Boston University Terriers next week in the championship game. A couple of years ago, after yet another BU win in the first round, one of the local sports columnists wrote, Jack Parker doesn't always know who he's going to play the second Monday night in February, but he almost always knows what time. Jack, after about the first 10 minutes, a few jitterbugs, and then it was all Terriers.
Yeah, I thought Northeastern took it to us the first 10 minutes, you're right, and then we kind of settled down. Reynolds was playing well. I was thinking to myself, really, this can't be a 1-0 game. Good for the whole game, but Sylvia got us going with a nice goal and a hard-working fourth line play, and then we kind of took over some of the momentum, and I thought that in general we played real solid hockey. From the 10 minutes of the first period on, we played real well in all three zones.
Let's talk about momentum. Northeastern scores to make it 4-2, and then the goal that really put this one away. Talk about a momentum changer. You've seen plenty of those in this tournament, and Jay Pandolfo got one for you.
I don't think there's any question that was the biggest goal of the game. Things like that happen. Here's Richard Brennan just going to fire it, and Jay just directs it the other way by the goaltender Reynolds. And that's 10 seconds after they scored. So Northeastern not only didn't have a chance enough to start telling themselves they were back in the game, they were all of a sudden down by 3 again, and that was the toughest goal. Best goal for us and toughest one for them to swallow, no question.
Senior leadership, Rich Brennan returning on Friday night. He has 3 assists. Jacques Joubert, 3 assists as well. Mike Prendergast scores. Ken Roush scores. To win this tournament, the seniors have to play well.
That's right, and Herlowski played well. You always have to get great goaltending, but that's what I told the seniors. It was nice to see them, after a lapse last year, not getting to the final, get themselves into the final and maybe have a chance to win another Beanpot. Bottom line is that we'll go as far as our senior class takes us. We're getting great play from the Pandolfos and the Bateses and the Greers and the freshmen like Kelleher and Kelty and those guys, but in general, the seniors are the nucleus of this team, and they've got to step up, and they certainly did tonight.
You talked a lot before the tournament about trying to keep your team, the emotional level up throughout the game that comes in between. Now, is this team going to be all set to go Friday night at Lowell?
I think so. I think the game wasn't that emotional after a while tonight, so it was nice. We kind of cruised through the third. And I think everybody realizes how important, back into the Hockey East race now, and then we'll worry about Monday after that. So we've had trouble with Lowell at Lowell. We tied them last time up there. So we'll be very, very ready for Lowell, I think, and if we aren't, it'll be my fault.
All right, what's going on out here now? Boston College, a team you beat a couple of weeks ago, swept in a weekend series. They've won 3 in a row coming into this tournament, and they were all over the Harvard Crimson in the first period there.
Yeah, I think the rest of the team is catching up with Greg Taylor. All of a sudden, they're playing hard defensively. They're banging people. They're really playing well in their own zone, and they're not giving up any shots. Harvard only had 5 shots that period and a couple of power play opportunities. It's hard to keep a team like Harvard to 5 shots. So not only are they getting great goaltending, but all of a sudden their defense is playing real solid too.
22 times you were in this tournament. Now the 18th time you will play for the championship. Good luck. We'll see you next week.
Thanks a lot.
That's Jack Parker, the head coach of the Boston University Terriers. His club will go on to face what appears to be the Boston College Eagles after a dominant first period.